Yo! Survey! Is there a survey? Did I just wake up? Absolutely. So we're doing a watch party for a bit, and then I need a breakfast break and poop break, and then we'll come back and we'll do some RTA. I don't think I can make legend, dude. Like, I'm rank. When I slept, I was rank 60. I don't know what's the threshold now. Because everyone's just climbing and I've been sleeping. And then I reinstalled Apex. So when I went to bed, I was ranked 60. That was 6 hours ago. Now I am ranked 95. And the current threshold is 3.3420 or something like that. And I am 3286. So I would need to win about 15 consecutive games. That's a total. It's not impossible. Yeah, I know I can win 10 in a row, 12 in a row, 15 in a row, but it will be challenging.
What is up, guys?
Oh, here we go. You can't hear them?
That's not a good thing.
Audio is too low? Is the audio too low? Okay. The volume is still low. Is it fine or is it too low? Are they too low?
Ugly, by the way.
Huh?
I can hear them clearly. It's fine? Yeah, it's just that one guy, right? Guys, what they say is not important.
It is the newest hunt. We teased it before with all the
Guys, what they say is not important. They'll be reading the picture and then they'll have like their low champ input, right? Or their challenger input. That's really not important. Just kidding. No, but if I have them really loud and when I have something like really relevant and important that they missed out, you can't hear me because they'll, So we have to keep them a little on the soft side. And there's like, if I have them too loud, I can't hear my phone ring.
This whole boss fight sounds like...
Which is really important because it's my food. Right, so we got a new hunt. Revenge, injury. Penetration set will be really nice on things like Celine, Urvalon, and Sermia. Maybe even MLCan. And other single target DPS. Acid, Acoli, you're right. LQC as well. Especially on those that already have penetration, it will be just more. However, the thing about penetration and defense break is that it's not really additive. Yeah? Not really additive. It's like for example, you already penetrate 50%, right?
Creative name.
So the penetration set is what, 20%? I think? I don't know, is it 20%, 10%, something like that? It's not, it doesn't become 70.
The danger level of
the
attacker will increase by
it doesn't become 70, it becomes 50%. So you're left with 50% of defense, right? Since you already penetrated 50. So the 20% becomes like 20% off the remaining 50. So if you already penetrate 50, it becomes like you only penetrate 60. You know what I mean? Alright. That's my dinner. Sorry, I am not really paying attention to what's going on here because do we have to do any research here? Tomorrow we'll find out what it does, right? It's in less than 11 hours. No, sorry, it's in 16 hours time from now. We will find out what this thing does. We'll do it, and then we'll start to build a team for it. This is one of the things like Abyss and all the other things in the PvE in the game, like Abyss and all the challenges. I would never build a team for it, but for hunts, we will build a team for it, and we'll have to re-gear for it specifically because hunts are something that you will constantly do. I think it's worth farming. It's worth replacing all your single target DPS offset that isn't on immunity, especially those that take turn 1 to the penetration set. That little bit of damage is worth it. What element is this boss? Oh yeah, what element is this boss? I feel like it's a light boss, right? We don't have a light boss, do we? It should be a light boss. I think that Flan would be good here, right? Am I right? Flan would be good here because she does a lot of non-attack spells. 2 of her spells are non-attack. What other units do non-attack? Serbia.
This boss puts
right?
Pretty much has like Cerise levels of debuff, right?
Some more Tamarin. Is he your Tamarin? Is he your Tamarin Flan Serbia? Is he your Tamarin Flan Emeluluka? Yeah?
Yeah, it's gonna feel a lot
correct?
harder, a lot more.
Is he your Tamarin Flan Cedar? Or Arcadis. Arcadis also. Screw is your Tamarin. Arcadis. Arcadis Flan. Arcadis for every turn healing, of course. Yeah, Is your Tamarin will also work, I think. Blue Luluka? No. Who still has a blue Luluka?
Demons are more. So
Who still has a blue Luluka? I fed all my blue Lukas into ML Luluka. To me, blue Luka doesn't exist anymore. Tywin? What, you didn't pull flan, bro? Tywin?
Spell all those debuffs. So yeah.
Yeah, but Tywin
Or
too.
is this it?
I believe there's
Tywin
one
too.
more. Nope, this is it. Actually, yeah. These are all the mechanics for the boss. Okay, guys.
Okay, this doesn't do every turn healing
Yeah,
test
no
ship plus.
DDJ.
I still okay, so it's your Tamarin then. Yeah, it's your Tamarin. Takes 50% of damage that increase. Takes only 50%. So Daydream Joker like not really worth it, right? Not really worth it. Again, they don't want you to stack debuffs, right? This one is really annoying because then you kind of Song of the Stars, right? And you only really want to run, if you run Assyria, that means you can't run any other debuffer. Oh my god, penetration is only 10%, my friends. So like, if you're using an LQC, it's only 55%. This one is worthless because it's very slow. It builds up really slow. Yeah, very slow.
Stay low on health.
So basically, you need 10 attacks
like K-Ron
to hit this. You need 10 attacks to hit this.
10%, right?
So it's like really slow. This one I feel like it's good on something like Blue Crow. You know, like nice on BBK maybe, but Blue Crow.
But the thing is, like a lot of these characters that like thrive off being.
Let me see, 1% for every 0.5.
Kind of a detriment.
100% for 100% of speed increase.
It dies faster.
Wait,
It's gonna die
no. 25% extra speed if your Crow is at 50% HP.
It's interesting. I can't.
25% speed.
That is a good joke. But okay, so next time.
Oh wait, you get the free 10%. Wait, hang on a second. You have 10% for me. Oh my god, fuck me. You have to farm this. You have to farm this.
I mean, a lot of people.
So you need to run your speed set for your Cerise, and then your offset needs to be 2 times defense set. Oh my god, dude.
We'll see how it affects us. 50% is a lot. So like if it's going.
You can't just farm Wyvern. Wait, this is a 4-piece set? This is a 4-piece set? I'm an idiot. Sorry. See, wow, we have Twitch chat here to bring me back when I go too far. It's a 4-piece? Okay, fine. Ooh. Oh, okay, we don't need it then. Oh. I'm like, oh my god, no, you have to farm another. Well, imagine if it was. But honestly, if you look at this, right? Honestly, guys, if you look at this, does this not feel like a 2-piece set to you? Like, I mean,
I do think penetration.
This feels like a 2-piece set to me. If this was a 2-piece set, they would make so much more money, honestly. If this was a 2-piece set, they make so much more money. And it doesn't stack, like a 2-piece non-stacking set. This is a 2-piece set, this is a 4-piece set. No, penetration is a 2-piece, revenge is a 4-piece. But you still have to farm this, because you want all your single target DPS like Sermia, LQC and whatnot. You want to, if you're gonna take turn 1, you want them on the penetration, especially Rylo. I think Rylo would be nice on that set. I hope that ML Sigret, today is the ML Sigret review, by the way, if you guys don't know. They teased it, so we know it's ML Sigret, Moonlight Sigret. I hope she's AoE 100% defense penetration, because fuck the Knight meta. Like, do you know that 9 out of 10 people that are currently legend ranked, okay, they have like a borderline 50% win rate, right? But do you know what they draft? 4 Knights, 1 Warrior. And it's fine. You try drafting 4 Thieves and one of your mom. You try drafting that. Never get away with that. But you can draft 4 Knights, 1 Warrior. Like, you don't even care. Just pick any of the 4 Knights. Drop 1 Warrior. ML Ravi or 4 Knights, 1 Soul Weaver. And it works. Yeah? And it works. And the thing is, it's so dumb, but it works. Fuck the Knight meta, dude. AoE ignore defense. 100% ignore defense. Give us that Lucian. Now I realize that if you played Summoner's War, there was this unit that did AoE ignore defense. Now I realize why Lucian was a necessary evil. It's ridiculous, dude.
Really attractive now.
Like, you don't even need proper gear. The thing is, you don't even need good gear. Well, you just fucking put average gear. Yeah, average gear on it. Like, look how fast I geared my Royale. It's so easy to reach a fucking unbreakable threshold. Look, Bellona's here, so that her HP scaling damage will do nothing to the new hunt. Don't pull her unless you need SSB imprints. There is no point. She's not that good now.
Fire Charlotte's
I mean,
the
she's still
most
useful for Abyss. She's still useful for most PvE, but honestly, I don't think you need to pull a unit just for PvE. Like every PvE unit that you have should also be able to double up and work in PvP. So easy skip, you can rest for 1 week, okay?
as well.
Instead of
the coin shop hero rotation changing.
dude, I don't need any of these.
Refresh it.
This is the coin shop rotation. But for those of you who don't know Judge Heisei, this is the... I think she's worth it. I think she's worth it, right? She's still good. You can build her as a fat cleaver or a fast one, also works. Look! They put a hand up.
New, can you please show us?
Congratulations all you Doris fans.
Right here, guys.
There are a lot of people using Doris. She's a very strong unit in today's meta. Okay? Very, very strong. She basically, you put her in there against all Rylets.
Oh my God,
Okay? And she just sits there and she heals the rest of your team and you're a Gucci. Yeah, very good Rylet counter. Oh, okay, skip story. Your wallet can rest because you need to buy Mystic Packs for ML Sigret. Okay, it's coming. Wait, ML Sigret's in 2 weeks, not tomorrow, right? Increased effectiveness will be added from increased effectiveness. What is increased effectiveness? Oh, increased effects. Wait, what? Effectiveness?
Granted, the numbers will be
For what? For what? Do you even debuff? If you don't land your stuff on turn 1 and you get 15% of turn 1, your debuff team loses. Who the fuck cares about effectiveness tomorrow? If you run a control team, your turn 1 gets 15% and you're done. That's the reason why control teams are kinda in a week, because on a bad day, you can get 15% at 5 games in a row. So that's why control teams are a little iffy to play. They're fun, but they're iffy to play. So no one cares about effectiveness after that. Just remove 15% from PvP, right?
Epic 7.
From at least...
Player animation, by the way, is my
From,
favorite game.
I don't know, man. From
You know,
RTA or
sometimes,
something,
you know,
that 15% cuts
sitting
me
in
so
front,
many...
playing-
Yeah, it cuts me too
playing
much.
for like what?
That's why I don't play a control
15
team.
minutes
I
per
love
single
playing,
match.
you know, like a stun team or sleep team, but getting 15% like many games in a row, not cool. It's just still gonna be tank meta, except the tank fight, the 10 knights that are fighting each other there will finish the fight faster. And this is even a buff for tank meta, because now you can drop 4 knights, 1 soul weaver and don't have to endure a 10-minute fight. Right? It's just another buff to the knight meta. So now I can drop 4 knights and 1 soul weaver safely, and I don't have to. If I ran through 4 knights, I don't have to fight 10 minutes. It ends fast. So it's like I'm cleaving safely, right? Becomes a knight cleave now. I mean, this is just my opinion, of course. 8 mystic medals for sale. Do you see that? 800 skystones that you have to buy for ML Sigret. Operate. Here we go, Sigret.
Received. Executing commands.
Oh, she's so many swords! Ranger! What the fuck is a ranger? Eh? New hairstyle! Eh? Oh! They buffed the developer. Attack as well, attack imprint. Attack imprint. Yeah, you see her hairstyle. She did. You see her hairstyle. The developer did. You see her hairstyle. They buffed her. See? And they felt like she shot. I wonder what she does. Look at that. AoE defense penetration. Come on. Come on. Come on. AoE defense pen. Come on.
오퍼레이터 세크레트는 감정이 크게 드러나지 않는 안드로이드지만 초기화된 상태로 발견되어 순수함을 가지고 있다는 설정에
AoE defense pen.
기존 세크레트와 달리 조금 더 부드럽고 호기심 많은 눈을 통해 다양한 표정을
Better Ludwig. Better Ludwig. Make her better Ludwig.
모습을 하고 있지만 몸은 기계로 이루어졌기 때문에 추가된 두 개의 코드가
Please don't be some buffer. Enough buffers, man.
디자인하였습니다. 오퍼레이터라는 설정을
Buffers aren't helping.
드론을 활용해 시야 밖 원거리
This has to be a nuker, right? I mean, look at this. This is an airstrike.
다수의 드론들이
That's an airstrike. It has to be a nuker.
모습을
Right?
역동적으로 표현하기 위해
No way. This you do all that for a defense break.
오퍼레이터 세크레트는 암속성 5등급 사수입니다.
18% attack, 115 base speed, 27 crit rate. Hey, this is same stats as who? Is it Landy stats? Or no? But decent. Wait, what is shift? Never mind. Yeah.
이 스킬 절명은 적에게 연속으로 낫을 휘둘러
What? That's S3?
시 추가 타겟
Single target.
대상의 방어력을 50% 관통하며 대상이 보호막 상태라면 100%
Only 50% pan.
로 적을 처치했다면
100% pan if they have.
Another meaningless fight.
Wait.
스킬 초토화는 드론을 호출해 적 전체를 공격하여 각각 최대 100% 확률로 강화 효과를 1턴 감소시킨 후 행동 게이지를 20% 감소시킵니다. 또한 아군 전체에게 2턴간 공격력 증가를 발생시킵니다. 소울 10개 사용 시 해당 스킬로 인한 강화 효과의 지속 턴수가 1턴 증가합니다.
She's another Ian. She's just Ian, bro.
후 생명력 상황이 가장 나쁜 아군의 생명력을 회복시킵니다. 회복량은 자신의 공격력에 비례 증가합니다.
She's basically Ian.
보호막 상태의 적을 상대로 강력한 공격을 할 수 있고 적 강화 효과와 행동 게이지를 감소시켜 주도권을 잡을 수 있는 영웅입니다. 12월 10일부터 신비 소환으로 만나실 수 있습니다. 고맙습니다.
She's like a Celeste, you're right, but then her base speed 115. Her base speed 115 only. I mean, I'm still pulling. You're right. I'm still pulling and I'm still building it. But as a turn, if you want to take turn 1 to buff your team, 115 is low. And like Cerise is there, and then you got Celeste and all those. Oh, and Ian 119. So as the turn 1 stripper, attack buffer, this is really low. I think I would build her not as a turn 1 unit, but as a
So,
turn 2 unit and with
Someone
damage.
has never
That's what I would do
been
for
wrong
her.
before.
I would not build her as a turn 1 unit. I would put her around 230, 240 speed or maybe something like that.
First, I want to see what
Or
just
even
remember
less.
now what chat
Build
said.
her like I would build RB because there's no point. If you're
Here's the thing,
115, you're not taking turn 1 anyway, competitively. Yeah?
Design-wise, her animation.
Build her like
skill
RB.
tree is
Like a nuker RB.
top tier.
I agree.
It's really
I would
good.
build her like a nuker
You
RB.
could say that about someone that he's gonna
Because
play
she has
with
some
on
interesting
minute.
skill
And
set
you
on
know
her
it's
S2.
good. It's her skill
No,
set.
she has a decent skill set. This is actually good, you know that? This is actually good. Because like, in most of your squishy teams, you sometimes take chip damage,
From what I saw from
and this little bit of healing is actually good. Okay, this is where it's important. 100% penetration if they have a barrier.
her strongest
It's on a 4-turn cooldown, but it's on a 3-turn cooldown. Okay, 3-turn cooldown. Would this be also good for Wyvern? Nah, not really. I think this is nice.
That's
This
crazy.
is a nice skill. 100% penetration, guys.
Everything's gone. It's
With her decent attack stats, she's gonna do more damage than Water Shuri. More damage than Water Shuri, and you don't need to care about element like stupid LQC. Yeah, it's gonna be a one shot. If only it also ignored damage sharing from Aureus. That would be nice.
Someone's asking about
Just clap that well, like
50%.
10 and 15, right? It becomes 100%, right? It becomes 100%, right? The thing is, does she strip?
And she's like, she nukes
Okay, she
something,
does.
it's
She
kinda like,
reduces
takes her a second
before.
turn to set up.
So it's a good setup in the sense that you push them back, but you require effectiveness for this.
Yeah, it all depends
You know,
on
it increases attack. It doesn't increase attack before, it increases attack after. So it's not a self-buffing in this sense. It's not self-buffing in this sense. You would need effectiveness if you want her to actually strip buffs. But in my opinion, it's not worth it going a speed effectiveness build for her at all. Because there is already Cerise for that. There is already, you know, her base speed is the problem. 115 is slow. It is slow by today's standards of turn 1 contenders. Guiding Light is good.
And I'm
Wall of
playing Archie,
the Landy artifact is
You know,
also
you-
good for her.
You pick her World Arena.
The Landy artifact is also pretty
opponents
good for
are
her
gonna be
in the
like,
sense
okay, I'm not
that
going to let them,
you can get greater attack.
I'm
You
not
know what
just
I
going
mean?
to tank it. I'm going to pick like contests against her.
It's like a Ranger
and then
Alexis.
just like kind of snipe her out.
But I think Guiding Light is just the safest for all Rangers. Finally, Sage, Ball, and Cezanne's story. Finally. I've always wanted to know more about Sage, Ball, and Cezanne. Definitely not skipping this story, dude. Huge fan. Huge fan of the Ball and Cezanne lore. Why does he ask you to hold on a little longer, right? I'm so excited. What happened? Who needs to hold on a little longer?
anyone.
Yeah.
in
Hold on
chat
a little
likes
longer.
football,
I didn't know why he says that. I wish RTS season lasted for one more week, you know? then I could just, you could play with all these fun units in World Arena on a competitive level where people are trying hard. That will be so fun. So RTA season ends and then, oh my god, no, my wallet. Ah, my wallet.
The tried and true
Abyssal
Abyssal
Crown.
that everyone so dearly loves.
I thought my wallet could rest.
Abyssal
This is
Crown,
in December,
like,
by the
this
way.
is canon now, right?
This is next week. This is next week.
Abyssal Crown is Bazaar's artifact. That's canon now, right?
Shit,
Yeah,
shit,
'cause it
shit.
felt
This is next week.
artifact.
Wallet good.
Crown just completely removed her.
Bazaar. If you don't have Bazaar, he's very good. Okay, I can't rest on Lidica imprint anymore. I don't have to. I mean, I don't have to summon for her because my Lidica almost triple S. Wait, 1 second. What is he saying? The new hunts doesn't have level 13? Is he saying that? Up to 11? So we need to farm friggin' level 70 gear? Oh shit! Here we go again. Let me see. Do I need to prep any? Who needs the new gear really? Ryla, Zermia? Emil Sigrid is 100 pen. She doesn't need it. C-Dom? C-Dom, you want immunity offset, bro. You really want immunity for C-Dom.
Hey, they get
Okay,
back.
you really do. You really want immunity offset. I mean, you could go double penetration immunity on C-Dom if you have amazing substats. You could do that. Oh, you can't stack penetration? So then no. Then you want to go speed and immunity for C-Dom. Okay, if you can't stack penetration, you want to go speed and immunity for C-Dom. You need the speed. I think we already mentioned most of the single target nukers. Specifically Rylet, LQC, Zermia. I think. I think it's better that you just stack, you know.
We want to make it so that way you guys.
Those are the only single target nukers, I think. Urvalin too. That'll be nice. Green Violet.
We're currently
Someone says Green Violet.
Related to
Yeah, Green Violet is decent. Celine, yes. Kiddo Strike, yes. Celine as well.
So we are
Celine
aware
as
that
well.
you guys
Luna.
are upgrading gear and gear RNG in general. And we're trying to
Don't use Luna. Anyway, good luck to everyone climbing to legend, right?
What,
It's really rough. It's gonna end 3.5k. You have to keep doing it to keep up.
There you go. Koiki said it's
I'll be playing Apex. Yang will be playing Apex with me. Sure, of course, Yang.
Favorite game.
I don't even know why you
I
bother
don't know.
trying to
You
climb.
have to like literally sit down and play from now until.
Should have just played Apex. You're like fucking 90 wins away. 90 consecutive wins. Okay. Bye, Mashu. Bye, best friend new. We're gonna go back to watch the cigarette, okay? Dude, this animation is so cool, dude. I wish this was the AoE. I wish this was. If this was a nuke. I mean, I'm gonna build her as a nuker. I want this thing to hit hard. Even though it's not really meant to. It's meant to strip, right? But I mean, animation like this, I don't want it to be buff, dude. Yeah, I won't make it. I'm gonna make her like a nuker. She nukes hard with S2. Yeah. Then I want S2 to hit hard too. She got a new hairstyle. This is the content director, Yuna Kim, right? And she found her best angle. After about fucking 27, character reveals, she finally found her best angle. Yeah, I look a bit thinner this way. Yeah, and she got a new hairstyle. Yeah, this angle actually like a solid, I would say 7 or 8 out of 10. It's got a Isira hairstyle, dude. Just for Isira hairstyle, that's like 5 points, okay? Just for Isira hairstyle, it's like 5 points. See, she's even like, put the camera on me. She keeps bringing the camera back to her. You can tell, right? She got a new haircut and she's like, do you guys not see it? Why do they even bother? Shit, I wish I could scroll up here. Why do they even bother with designing this when this is what's the end product and you'll never see, whatever was before? What I mean is they're covering up a lot of the thighs, right? I feel like the dress is a little simple, but I don't mind it, right? This is a weird dress. What is this in the air? Is this a drone strike? It's a drone strike, right? Yeah, drones. Dude, that's so cool, man. Drone strike. Why did it have to be a strip, dude? I mean, if there was like, you know what? Never mind. Let's not, hope for this and hope for that. Let's just, accept it as it is. The thing is, okay, here's the thing. I mentioned this just now. 115 base speed. There really is no point trying to shoot for turn 1. Because you're gonna get outsped every single time by Acids, Acolis, even though you can go Guiding Light. You're gonna get outsped by Celeste, Cerise, Flidica, Ian. There's like so many things that will outspeed you if you try to go for turn 1 at 115 base speed. Just what's a good base speed? Anything close to 120. Yeah? Because even though now let me give you an example. Now you're saying Ian is 119. That's just 4 speed away. But when you put a speed set on it, that's actually 5 speed away. You know what I mean? Because like speed set is multiplied by your base speed. Sorry, Flidica base speed is 114? Oh really? Okay, then Cerise. That's why my Flidica never contests turn 1 anyway. That's why my Flidica is slow. I never use her to contest turn 1. This is her main skill, right? This is the main nuking skill. So if you build her speed effectiveness, this shit is doing nothing. You want this to 1 tap, right? You want this to 100 to 0 anything. And get an extra turn. So like for example, right? Enemy team has FCC and Ruel. You can buff her and she kills Ruel through the shields right away, right? Straight up kills it. And then she gains extra turn and she strips the shield from everyone else. So for example, you're running a Flidica Operator Sigret and the enemy has ML Crow Ruel, right? So Flidica goes first, does the AoE, ML Crow shield comes up. And now she takes the turn. She kills the target and she strips the shield from everybody else. You know what I mean? So that's kind of good. Is she an RB counter? I don't think her S3 multiplier is gonna be that amazing. Yeah? So you watch this. This thing gonna kill, right? For 20k. Now her S3, right? Are they gonna show? They didn't show. I don't think her S3 will do that much damage. Effect chance, you only gain 20% damage. You only gain 20% damage from this. From skill ups. Yeah? It does like nothing. Almost. Okay, some people mentioned, but she pushback though. That's if you're willing to invest effectiveness in her. Are you willing to do that? Because if you do that, you're not gonna hit hard because you're gonna gimp stats for that, right? Her first 2 skills don't have debuffs. So are you really putting effectiveness just for S3 buff reduction? Why? And pushback, right? Why? Why? Bazaar does that. Cerise, I mean, you have Cerise for buff reduction. Just for 1? You want to put effectiveness just for 1 S3? Nah. Just build her damage, dude. She is faster than Bazaar, you say. You're right, she is faster than Bazaar though. I mean, you could. Okay, I don't think that it's wrong for you to build her as a turn 1 contender. It's just that I will emote at you in RTA. When we go into the match, and then you find that your ML Sigret is taking turn 3. And then you're gonna take 30 seconds of emotes from my Celeste, Cerise, and you know, whatnot. Okay? That's what's gonna happen. And I will remember today because, hey, you didn't listen to me, dumbass. And you tried to contest turn 1 with 115 base speed. You know what I mean? The good thing about this is it decreases duration before decreasing combat readiness. So that's really cool, right? It's like Bazaar, basically. Strip, buff, block, pushback. So it happens in the correct order, which is really nice. And she can soul burn to get 3-turn attack buff. Like, on paper, very good CDOM. To pair with CDOM, right? Kind of good to pair with CDOM on paper. If you made her turn 1. She is good for shield. Why do you want her to turn 1 strip? Exactly. So I think that the best case scenario for her, right? Where's S2? Is this S2? Yeah. You open with this one. You open with this, okay? You open with this, and then you go with into S3 after. I'm thinking to put her on the Landy artifact, you know, the greater attack one. That one could be pretty nice. Especially if you open with Flidica into an ML Crow, you will have a bunch of buffs and a chance to proc greater attack. Yeah, Ranger Alexa. So if you do that, then maybe this will be good. I'm not 100% sure though. Skip to 50-40 on their stream and they talk about the substat system. Thank you for that.
For that, we're currently preparing an update related to equipment substat stuff, and we are preparing to introduce that and apply it in the first half of next year. Okay, so we are aware that you guys are having trouble.
Oh, they're talking about, like, remember in one of their streams, you're not gonna say that, hey, during that one stream, like YD brought up this thing and we're gonna work. You're not gonna say that, really? So anyway, they're gonna be working on some gearing improvements Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna take my idea. I mean, the idea that I came up with, but at least something's better than nothing, right? Because screw minimum rolls, right?
Upgrading gear and gear RNG in general, and we're trying to address that.
What do you mean leaked? I said that on in public,
As well.
on the live stream, on the anniversary stream. I blindsided them. Wasn't really cool, but I blindsided them when we're supposed to be talking about like some of the memorable things about E7, and I was like, is this a good time? And I was really wrong because I shouldn't have done that. Because I mean, they would not say now is not a good time. So of course they replied me with, yeah, sure, why not? And then I blindsided them with, so about gearing, right? So what I said was, what I mentioned was, you know how gear have different quality, right? Red, purple, blue. So back in the day when you got a piece of red gear, you were excited for it because it would have, you know, good stats. I mean, there was a potential for getting good rolls. But nowadays, even if you get a red gear, the chances of it having the stats you want is kind of low. But even if you get the stats you want, the chance of it rolling maximum roll is very low. You're likely to have a red gear at plus 15 that looks like a blue gear, right? So what I said was, red gear will never roll 1 and 2 speed. It will never roll 4% crit damage. You know what I mean? It will only roll the upper 2 levels, like 3 and 4 speed, 6 and 7 crit damage, 7 and 8 attack, 7 and 8 HP. You know what I mean? It will only roll the higher parts of the roll, so you will not get minimum roll for red gear. And purple gear, you know, and it goes down. It goes down. So this way, when you see a goddamn gold beam in HUDs, you're actually like, let's go, you know? Remember like last time when we were streaming, and we're just doing hunts, right? And you see a red gear, you're like, holy shit, red gear, you know? You're like, epic gear. And you really felt that, you know, it's like when you play Diablo and you see a legendary drop and you're excited for it. Nowadays you see red gear, like, it's probably gonna roll shit, you know what I mean? So hopefully, they're working on something along the lines of, you know, whatever it is. Something is better than nothing. As long as it helps improve, make it so gearing is not so demoralizing. Yeah? I can tell you that gearing is pretty, it's pretty rough right now. Because like as somebody who finishes leaves within the first week. Oh, I farm 4k mats a day. 4 to 5k mats a day. And it's very depressing, yeah? To keep crafting nothing. So I think that's about it, right? Moonlight Sigret is in 2 weeks. I thought it was tomorrow. I was super excited, but it's in 2 weeks. So just to round it up, this stream, right? We have Moonlight Sigret. Sorry, let me just put this here and turn off the volume. We have Moonlight Sigret in 2 weeks. We have Abyssal Crown Banner in 1 week. The Abyssal Crown will also be in the powder shop, so you can get it from there, right? RTA season ending tomorrow. It's no point talking about if you made it. If you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it. If you're not gonna make it, you can try now. But I think if you're not currently legend, for everyone's playing, the threshold is going up. You can't just maintain your win rate. If you're not currently a legend, you need to double your win rate over the next 12 hours to catch up. So it's pretty tough. If you're not currently a legend, you need to somehow win more than you usually do to catch up. Yeah? So that's why I'm playing Apex. I don't see myself winning more than 65% win rate. That's like that's already pretty tall order. Yeah? Like there are many ways to get legend. You can be like I know some of my guildies, they really want the badge. Like they basically lost their way to legend. They're in legend rank with like 50% win rate. But because they were there early, they worked hard to be there early, all they gotta do is maintain their 50% win rate and get the frame. This is not important news because legend rank only applies to 100 people. And there's like one person here maybe that's actually legend. So why am I even talking about this? Okay, not important. Not important. Abyssal Crown next week is important though. You get one from the powder shop. I hope that some of you can get lucky and pull more because it's a very good artifact. You want more of it. Like a whale like me, I don't even have. I have 2. I have 2 crowns, and you need like 4. I mean, and you don't need. I mean, it would be nice to have 4 crowns to put on your mages. And Bazaar is also very good. Alright, it's good. Bazaar is like ignore, resistance, strip, pushback, buff block. So if you don't have it, you know, try go for him. Don't spend money irresponsibly, but if you don't have him, try to go for him, right? This is a very good banner because if you don't have Bazaar, this is a great banner. It's almost like a limited banner because it's so good. Very good, very good banner. Should I get Flan if I want Bazaar? Well, Flan isn't limited, but Flan is a very good unit because you don't need to do defense break. She's versatile. She's a defense breaker that buffs crit damage that also can counter K-Rod. So it's a very good unit. No, Flan is not limited. I said she isn't limited. Why are you guys saying? Why are you correcting me? I said she isn't limited. Maybe I talked too fast. I said she is not limited. Yeah? That's what I said. She isn't limited. No, I said it too fast. I said it too fast. Some of you heard it wrong. Okay? Heard it wrong. I'll see you guys soon. Okay? Bye.